particular situation that I saw on social media yesterday where a mom was crying out for help because her child who migrated to the state to live with her dad, she has not been able to speak to her in 2 weeks. And this particular incident grabbed my attention because I know a lot of persons who are in similar situation, and these cries go unnoticed until somebody dies or somebody's abused. So this mother posted on social media, and I quote, and this is what the mother said: I need some help. My daughter migrated to live with her dad in Georgia, and recently he has taken her phone, and I have not heard from her for almost 2 weeks now, and he has refused to take my calls. I contacted a CDA office in Georgia, and nothing is yet to happen. What can I do to ensure my child is still alive and well? And that is what the mother posted on social media. And I know for this mom, this may have been a last resort because she have been trying to contact her daughter for 2 weeks. And I can just imagine what that mother went through. I can just imagine what that mother went through for her now to post this on social media, asking for help and asking for advice. Now, there was an update to the situation where a member of the family who is living in the house where the child reside posted this on social media, and I quote, this is what she said, and she's referring to what the child mother posted before. And she said, and I quote, this is a lie. That little girl is my sister, and my dad take over all three of us, and she is very disrespectful. So my dad take away her phone. The mother been call me and my dad and my stepmom, but no one is answering because when my dad is trying to reach out to her, she wasn't picking up. And those call was for her to talk to the child with her rude behavior. We have all have evidence of the message that the mom, my stepdad phone being disrespectful. If she want my sister back in Jamaica, she can have her. So this is another message from a child in the house. And based on how the question is, this child seems to be the child of the stepfather. So this is what she said, and I quote, the child in question is living with my mother and stepfather. The mother has had confirmation that her child is safe and well. Her phone was taken as a consequence for her behavior. When her mother did call, she was notified of this and stated she had no issue with that. The issue that was relayed to my mother in message on phone call was that my stepfather is not taking her the mother calls. The officer did come and do a wellness check. She is in perfect health. So I read these statements from the daughter in question, sister, and the step sister, and based on the tone of their message, it seems that they don't really like this particular child. They keep referring to her as child. They're not saying her name or anything. The tone of it, they are just saying the child, the child, the child, which speak volume of the situation in that house. And I'm going to read some of the comments from the media about this particular situation. And one user said, from the update, I can tell you don't like or get along with your sister. You refer to her as child. Then proceeded to say the mom can take her back to Jamaica. Honestly, I think she would be better off going back to Jamaica. That little girl must feel so lost in that house where everyone seems to be against her and bad talking her mom and isolating her from her mother. And another user said, my daughter went through the same thing. The stepmother had bad mouthing me to her friends in front of my daughter, and the spineless father did nothing or say anything. I took her right back 3 years later, and she still talks about how she felt. So this is what another user said. If the child cannot conform to the rules of the household, and you give her your best shot, and it fails, bring her to the State Department and cancel her travel document and send her back home to be with her mother. Trust me, the mother really wicked fi forward on social media and claim that her child dead and she don't know. With that evil speech, big boss don't stress out, deal with it like a man, pop her back up and simply ship her back to Jamaica. Another user said, wow, this update is even more reason for the mother to be worried. The tone of these messages say a lot. So another user said, the mother has confirmation that the child is safe and well. It's not good enough. If the father take away the child's phone, he should put other measures in place for the mother to speak with her child. Referring to your sister as the child, tell me all I need to know. Send the child back to Jamaica, where she will be better off with the mother. I can only imagine the treatment being received in that household to that child. If that child is far away from me, I would want to talk to her at least 2 times every day to satisfy my heart. Furthermore, I wouldn't send my underage child to no dad and stepdad. I am very protective of my daughter, plus she's my only child. And this is what another user said. This child is very unhappy in this home. Please send her back to her mommy. Please and thank you. It is obvious that even you, the sister, do not like this child. What we Jamaican need to know is that not all time foreign is better, and this environment is going to destroy this child if she is not taken from him. And this is what another user says. Woman, take back your pitney. My daughter was in the same position, taking away the phone and everything. Thank God I was able to buy a ticket and send her back for me. 3 years later, and she still speak about how lonely she felt. Take back your child. I have zero regret. This user said, toxic parenting here. Take back your child, I agree. And this mother said, taking her phone away, I understand. But the dad should have had some other alternative ways for the mother to talk to her child regardless. Not saying it is right for her to be disrespectful. Not saying it is right for her to be disrespectful. But we all are big people. You will find some other way to work this out. And this user said, can you imagine the treatment she's getting for her bad behavior? Poor thing probably just going through her teenage phase and they are probably giving her hell based on this response. They don't like her one bit. Now send me daughter go live with no father and no stepmother. And this user said, girl go whatever your mother. Your tone of voice alone show you don't even like your sister. I know for a fact you hate her mother as well. You should be the shoulder she can lean on, but you hate the little girl. She may have had bad behavior, but that no warrant for you to mistreat her. Can't say that the child won't even feel welcome based on your tone, madam. Me woulda take back my pitney. Sound like you are hung up on the child over here. Hear how you're ready for she fi come back. That's why me always say from I am alive, a child has to be by my side. This user said, why the father would take his child to America just to do the child something wrong in that people look into. Now this user is saying, some mother can be so bitter and vindictive. They will know the child is okay and getting the best care and still make it look like you are not doing. Some of these kids are very rude and disrespectful to both parents, but as you discipline your child, you are the worst. Another user said, this is this is nothing about the child. This is about the parents. Everyone is saying the child is unhappy. Clearly doesn't know what goes on in the home. This user said. Clearly this child is unhappy and it seems is being treated poorly. Mother, go and get your baby. It best you bata with her out here and she's happy and comfortable. Go get your baby. So this user is saying and that she's commented, she's saying this to the child mother. Can bet she try use the pitney fi control the man and the man want no contact. Leave them alone, them well alright. Probably hear from the man is that a different story. Always two sides to the story, but Oprah, you hear from her still. This user said, see why my pitney now left Jamaica to live with no father until she's a teenager? This is why. Sender, call the embassy next. They will reach out to the child service over here on your behalf again. Never stop calling. And if you know, and next week you know hear from the child, make sure say you see social media next. And this user said, tell me the address. Make me and my police friend them go give him a page and check up on her. And this user said, two sides to every story. Me no rate that. Mother, you're coming on the forum with this. Say a lot about the mother. And this user said, almost 2 weeks is too long. Call the embassy, miss. Call the police station closest to the house as well. Use Google Map. Well, the situation, you have different people having different views. And my take on it is that it doesn't matter what is going on with the adult. Leave the communication open to the mother and her child. Don't let what is going on with adults come between the relationship with the mother. Don't take away the phone for 2 weeks and prevent a child from communicating with the mom. Taking away the phone is fine, but you can give the child the phone to talk to the mom and after that conversation, you can take. So I really don't know the story because I'm not in that household, but the fact that the communication have been cut off for 2 weeks says a lot. And it has now been confirmed by the other siblings that the communication has in fact been cut off for 2 weeks. And that is a problem, and that need to be fixed. So you can comment and tell me what you think about this situation and what is the best way to try and resolve it so that all persons involved can have a healthy relationship for the sake of the child.